So welcome to another episode of The Beer Show, starring me, John, and Mikey behind the camera, who's going to help out not only drinking, but with some assessment of the beers. Today we're going to focus on two Goose Island brews. We're going to focus on Sophia. I had to look at it a little bit because my little cousin Sophia picked it out for me and then edited it to say Sophia is so cool, so it's kind of hard to read it, which is a Belgian-style ale produced by Goose Island back in 2011. Again, we're a little behind because we had a year hiatus while I figured out if I was going to have time to do any more. So I'm not sure if it's still available, but it might be. I'm sure there's some spots you could find it at. And then the second one's going to be Pepe Nero, which is another Belgian-style ale, which would be the darker one. So it looks like there's going to be a lighter one and a darker one. This is probably going to be more of like the traditional like Belgian wheat ales, maybe, something like that. So we'll get to them in a second, but let me give you a little info on Goose Island. If you don't know, Goose Island is a Chicago brewery, opened in 1990, or no, 1990? No, opened in May of 1988, I believe. And since then, they've won numerous awards, both globally and nationwide. And they've also been purchased by Anheuser-Busch, which a lot of people were worried about that. So far, the beer has not suffered, and they've been kind of left alone to go along with doing what they do. Because why change a good thing? So, I think they're most famous for their Honkers Ale. They have some Christmas ones come out. They've even made root beer. I mean, they've done a lot of different things, and I recommend most of their beers because they're unique and what the hell? Give something else a try. So, should we start with the dark or the light?
Dark.
Any preference? The dark?
Yeah.
Alright, let's start with the dark. And, well, I'll pour for the man behind the camera for. Wait, which glass? This was yours. Pour. Let's see what it looks like here. Now, it definitely is darker than a normal Belgian ale. Actually, to be honest, I've never had a dark Belgian ale before, so this will be unique. This will be the first time I've ever tried one. And here's to the cameraman. And now we're gonna. I'm really bad at pouring today. Again, second episode in a row, I can't pour for shit. But, and now we're going to take a pause because I think our third member's here. So, cameraman's got his glass, and now I'm going to pour myself a glass of it. I'm going to try to keep the foam head on mine down a little bit, unlike what I gave him. And I'll change the... we got to get glasses with no logos on them, man. So it's a dark ale, Belgian style. Smells pretty good. Now this dark one is 6% alcohol. The light one apparently 6.5, so it's gonna have a little more kick. So, cheers. Let's give it a try. It's good. It's smooth. Not real harsh. Not hoppy. Smooth. Got kind of a. Oh, is that? It almost tastes like there's some kind of a hickory or oak flavor in it. Kind of.
Yeah.
Is there something on here I should know about? Let's see, the ups and the bottoms. Belgian style farmhouse ale brewed with peppercorns. Okay, I can taste that in there a little bit. So that's got a little tang to it. Pretty good though. Like I said, unfortunately, it may have been a limited edition, and since I'm way behind on my scheduling here, I really don't know if you're going to be able to get it. But that's got a nice, it's got a nice finish to it, and I can't quite identify it. What do you think?
Me neither.
It does.
I don't know if it tastes like bacon almost, but
it tastes like maybe it is like a hickory or something. It almost tastes like it was aged in a barrel of some sort. Like you have this smokiness at the end of it, which is probably why you're thinking of bacon, because bacon is smoky sometimes, and bacon. Anyways, but if you can find it still, I don't know how long they brewed it, how long they bottled it, but if you could find it, I'd give it a shot. I mean, it's pretty good indeed. And after this short little intermission, basically a pause while we finish this, we'll show you the lighter one. So. Be back in a second. You know, it reminds me, it's got this like smoky finish to it that reminds me of like, it's like rustic. It's like being like at a lodge in Colorado in the winter, or Oregon, or or going to one of those restaurants like Claim Jumpers or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't just nod. They can't see you. But I mean, it's got kind of like, I don't know if it's hickory or it definitely seems like it was aged in a barrel.
Which I could see.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a nice taste and finish to it. It's not real thick. It's probably, I mean, it's a dark ale, and technically stouts fall under the ale category, but this is nowhere near as heavy as a stout, I don't think.
And I think a lot of people have that, like, you know, that misconception of a dark beer that's going to be heavy and...
Yeah, real syrupy, real thick.
Yeah.
Oh, I can eat it
not
with a
at all.
spoon. And, but this is a very good dark ale. Very good. All right, so now that we've actually finished up the dark Belgian style ale, we're going to try the lighter version of it. Now this one, it says on it is an 80% Belgian style ale, blended with 20% Belgian style ale, aged in wine barrels, with orange peels added. So this should give us a nice, unique flavor. Probably kind of another oaky kind of flavor, or like that smoky flavor like the other one did on the back end. So we'll find out. So let's see what it looks like when it's poured. Oh, that's definitely a lot lighter than the other one. So that's the Sofia version of their Belgian ale. Let me pour for the camera guy, for my cameraman and director. We're probably, by the way, just for all of you out there going, you're using the wrong glass. Yeah, I know we're using the wrong glass. I got it. We don't have the funding for the proper glasses. Sorry. Here you go, Mikey. Eventually we may have the funding for the proper glasses, and when we do, it'll be awesome. So, definitely a citrus smell to it. Definitely more the traditional Belgian ale, just a scent of it. Enjoy. It's a much lighter taste. It's a much crisper taste than the darker version. I don't really know if I noticed the wine barrels at all on it.
It's kind of fruitier.
Yeah, it's got orange peels in it, you know.
Yeah, you can taste that.
It reminds me of a Belgian style ale, which is good since that's what it is. But it's a very good beer. I could see, you know, I really wish they made. I don't, like I said before, we're really behind on our beer tasting. I'm not sure if they still make it. If they do, I highly recommend getting it. It's pretty good. Not bad. So, anyways, this is the Sofia. And this is to my cousin Sophia and my cousin Alex, who picked these two out for me for my birthday. And cheers. Keep drinking.